So I called an air conditioning place to find out what it would cost me to have them come out, look at the AC, charge it up so I get cold air again. Holy crap. Anybody can do it that has just common sense, okay? And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you how to install it. And we're doing a 2-zone installation. 2. Peace. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you have any questions, please put them in comments because I will answer them. We're going to open up a 12,000 BTU head unit, okay? So let's go and do that, and we'll show you what all it comes with. This is cool. If you guys don't have this, it's a ceramic blade, and it doesn't go any deeper, and you got to hold this in for opening up boxes. Great thing to have, by the way. I'll put a link in the description if you want one. Okay. Alright, it has a neat little cardboard thing here, doesn't mean anything. Okay, what it comes with inside is a nice template for the actual bracketing that's going up on the wall. So you'll want to keep that, its exact measurements of everything, the holes you need to drill, the whole bit. So keep good care of this and don't bend it until you're done. Okay, this here is for your warranty. If you install this unit yourself, you don't get a warranty. They're very easy to install, and I'm showing you that now. A certified air conditioning tech, HVAC tech, sign all this, put his numbers on there, then you can send it in for your warranty. And I believe it's 12 months. I like this, hold one side, get rid of that. The package is really good. Alright. We're going to go ahead and lay it on the back at the moment. Alright, so you can open up this top here. Here's your screens. You're going to put your actual filters. Inside here is where your electrical connection is. What you're going to have to do on this first before you go on. Before you're going to put it on. Set these all back in. Okay, let's turn it over. It's really pretty light, so you can go like that. A lot of them tell you to take the plastic case off. You don't need to. That's all there is. Well, I'll just show you this real quick. This is the plate that's going to go on the wall, and it's really easy. It goes up like that, so it'll hook on this here, on these. Let's go and get it wired up, so we have that going for us. Okay, as you can see how these are, just like that. And you want to go ahead and run them in, then go in all the way. That way the screw is going to go and hit that part right there. And there you go. As you can see, you just want to make sure you got your colors exactly the same. Put your ground where it says ground, and 1, 2, and 3. So that way when you get out to your outside unit, everything's going to be good. We're going to go ahead and put the cover back on, and I said this is how that goes in. You're going to feel it. It has a little bit of a tension to it. So you're not breaking it. It just, that's what it has. It has little goozers on there. Sorry for all the technical terms. What I want to do is we're going to go ahead and take this back out like that. That's the way it's going to go into the wall. You're going to take these off. And what this is going to do is it's filled with nitrogen. So if you don't hear hissing when this comes loose, there's a problem. It isn't holding. Start unscrewing it. Here. There you go. If you don't get that, you might want to get this system, the unit checked. And I'm just going to put it on just to cover it so it doesn't mess it up. Take your this like this, and you can run a little tape around it just to hold it, but you want to go ahead and nylon tape this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tape this, but hey, first, do me a favor, put in comments, you know, if you're thinking about getting one of these, or if you're thinking about, you know, that you might not be able to install it, or what have you. Put in comments. I answer everything in there, and I'll be more than happy to answer any question you have. I've done a number of these. Also, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. It doesn't cost you nothing, and I'm giving you free information and free stuff, even free plans and stuff like that. So if you would, and give me that thumbs up. This is your drain line right there. You're going to hook that up on the outside because this is going through the wall first. Otherwise, if you're laying it down, you're going to have to do it inside, then run the drain line out. We're good to go. Let's get it through the wall, and we'll show you that part. This is how that's going to go. So see how it matches that. What I like to do first, I'm going to go ahead and put nails in each one of these holes. We're going up here, where they say screw points. But what I'm going to do first though, I'm going to go ahead and mark that. Those are all your main holes that you're going to be using. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this one because this is 16-inch on center. I got a stud here and a stud here. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay, now's the time we got to cut into the hole. This is the scary part for anybody. Now get a good quality hole saw for it, whether it be the 2.5 inch or the 3.5. I'll put a link in the description for the ones that I use. They seem to do really well. All right, get that pilot started. What I like to is kind of just move so it doesn't get caught up in my bit. Now with this one, you want to go at an angle. When you put it in here to go out there, just kind of down, just set it down just a little bit from the inside hole. Make sure you're centered up. And there we go. Okay, I cut it, and you can cut this with a utility knife. You can cut it with a chop saw. It's just plastic. It's no big deal. Okay, so you know we did at an angle, so we got a sharper point down here. Let's make sure that's gonna be bottom. And just set it in there. Now this outer ring really doesn't mean a dang thing. But it may help a little bit when you're pushing the stuff through. So we got our bracket up, we got it into some studs here. We also made sure it was level, and this is all set to go. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the unit, and we're going to get it placed in. Okay, now here's the kind of awkward part. Let's go ahead and shove the wire out. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take this like this and go ahead and start feeding it through. Okay, then you just push down and you're all set. That easy. Okay, with the unit, you're going to get a box like this. This is called a line set. You're going to get this, which is a drain line. It's just plastic. This is your line set. And I'm going to show you how to unroll it and so forth in just a little bit. Be aware that some of these line sets, the tubing is a little cheaper, a little thinner, so it may kink. Okay, so you have the line set. Make sure you keep the covers on them. Okay, everybody, since we installed everything inside, I'm going to go ahead and show you how we did this outside. Okay, first we need to measure out and put the bracket where we need it. I'm going to find the studs, and I pre-drill for the lag bolts that come with it. Then I'll do that for 4 different slots. Once you do that, you find the one, you go ahead and you level this out to make sure that it your unit will stay level when it's on the bracket. Here I am tightening that like a madman. But yeah, here we go. It's all set. We found a, like I said, you put it into the studs so it won't move. You want to go ahead and slide on your actual carrier brackets. Let's go ahead and get the other one. We'll slide it on, then we kind of get it to the right where we need it so we can lift the unit into place. It's a heavy unit, that's why I wasn't real thrilled with the brackets, but here you want to go ahead and make sure that you are setting it level from side to side, and then again you want it level from front to back. That way you get it all set and you're all ready to go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use this cover set that you don't need to use. Box all the way open. It's going to be the same as that one over there. Now this is the one from the bedroom unit coming in, but this is what's going to cover your lines coming out into your unit. But you don't have to do it with these. You can always build something around it, but yeah, you need to protect it. So we just get one of these because it's easy and it's relatively cheap. So I'll have all links and stuff in the description of all the stuff that I'm using. So okay, let's go and get this put together. Okay, we pre-drill these. What you want to do is take it and make sure it's below here, because you're going to have a sleeve that's going to be right there. That it's going to, so that way you're not going to be into this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these and then we'll get it started installing them. Okay, we got all the base done on it, and it's going all the way to right here. We'll put an end cap and just run it free from here out. Okay, plus if you can manage this, is to put your hole right here in your corner, so you have it coming down, and that's where your drain line is going to come out and just go into the ground. If you can. If you can't, go ahead and run it down at a slope all the way out. Okay, first, remember that these are real easy to bend, and they are real easy to kink, so you got to be careful. If you want to go ahead and do that, hold one end, just keep rolling it out as you go. That's going to help it to come out as straight as possible without any curls. And next, you want to make sure you have this put in here. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it before I put it up there. And then I'll just come back and wrap the rest as we go. Okay, let's get some of this short roll. Okay, now that you got your line set ready to go, you want to go ahead and get them screwed in together to the head unit that's inside the house. Use 2 wrenches for this. Hold the top one to the unit tight so it doesn't move, and then turn the other one, the nut. Do them both and make sure they're snug. Don't over tighten, because you can split it. Okay, here we go. This is how it needs to go in here on a bend like this. I got my drain tube coming out here, and what you want to do is this line right here is the small one. This is the bigger one. The bigger one tends to kink more than the small. So if you do it side by side like this, put the big one or the small one on top and bend this way with your thumbs, it'll fit right in there for you. All right, let's get her done. So what this is it has hooks. So what you want to do is you want to grab one side, take it over, and it just snaps into place. Then you're going to put your end cap on, like so, and screw it in. Okay, and some of these units, this is how it comes. Let's see if we can get this off here. This is the size of the port. This is the size that comes on the line. As you can see, it doesn't fit. But make sure, let me put this one back on. This is just a plug because I'm only using two heads. They gave me a 3, but that's cool. But they give you an adapter, so make sure that you have these. It's just an adapter. It brings it up to the size that you need on the hose, as you can see. Okay, let's get to bending that hose in there. Okay, so I need to bend these hoses, as you can see, like this, to hit this port here. You want to go ahead and separate these. Then you can actually just take your finger and just run it along, most of the time, to crack that open. And you just take it like that, because you want to keep as much as you need to, but this way you can do that, set it back aside so it's out of the way, and we'll do it for the next one. I'm trying to do this one-handed since I'm holding the camera, and just kind of shove that back out of the way. Okay, now you have your lines out. Now it's going to be a little bit easier to bend them into the place you need to. We're going to go ahead and cut, and we're going to go ahead and flare it, and I'll show you how to do that next. Okay, if you want to get flares like this that are nice, this one here actually is a factory flare that really isn't all that great. It's kind of offset. We're going to go ahead and show you how to make some of the best flares that you can make with this item here. I tell you what, I love this thing. It's really a great item that you can use, that has all the different sizes, of course. We'll stay on the half for a minute. And what this does, if you look at this right here, which is really nice, see these bumps? I'm pretty sure you can see those. Okay, what that does, it actually smooths out and helps from cracking the flare. So you can actually crack these pretty easily and not even know it, which is going to cost you a whole lot more once you do that and have to pay for another line. Another cool thing is, when you have this open like this, and say you're going to insert your tubing, because this item here is down, it has a stop right there. And what that does is it says, okay, I'm good to go. Bring that up, and that stop goes away. Then you just tighten this down like so, and then put it in front, grab your handle. I usually do it with my other hand the other way, but that's alright. Okay, and it's going to take you to where you're just going to snug, where you know you're kind of bottomed out. And then you go ahead and remove it. Unscrew this, just so this will pop out of this little holster. And there you go. I didn't even clean this one up before I did it. Gave a nice flare, even flare all the way around. And like I said, you can do this all these different sizes. Most of them are going to be 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch if you're doing on the HVAC. So that just turns like that, and this one down here turns. And there's your stop. It really works great. I'm going to have a link to this in the description, because you're going to love to have this if you don't already have one. And it's one that you can buy. It's compact. You don't have a bunch of pieces that you have to put together. You just slap that dude in there and just give it a crank and you're ready to go. Pick yours up today. This is the yellow jacket, 60-20-78, made in America, and just works great. So I would say get one of those and one of these and put it in your toolbox. All right, first you want to go ahead, like I said, get your lines where you want them. They bend relatively easy, so you're gonna guess about right there. That gives you a little to play with. You want a good pipe cutter with a nice sharp blade to get this in here. What you want to do is you go ahead and just barely get the wheel started. And then twist a little bit at a time. Alright. What you're trying to do is just let the wheel do its work and not leave you a bad cut, so you don't have to mess with it later. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the fitting you need. Back off this, and we're gonna go ahead and put that on there and flare it. But I need to clean that up a minute. And always keep your tubing downward so nothing falls inside. And you're just going to scrape up the outside. We're good to go. So, okay, now that I flared the tool or flared the line, put it on your, just like that, so you can bend it in the way. Take this and just finger tighten. You know, a lot of people want to put lubes and all that kind of stuff on there. If you have a good flare fitting, it's not going to leak. But if it makes you feel better to do it, that's fine. Let's go ahead and get this one cut and we'll get it done. Always use 2 wrenches. You hold the one so it doesn't move, so you can twist the other. And you want to snug it up. You don't want to over tighten. Okay, so I hooked the gauges up. What we're doing is we're going to run this down and vacuum the line out. The blue goes to your first port. The yellow is going to go to your actual pump. Now you don't need a real special pump or nothing, but you want to go ahead and take this down. We're going to go ahead and let it run for about 15 minutes, then we'll shut it off and see if this needle moves. And if it does, it's already below 0, so we're good. But if it does, then we have a leak in that line. Then we'll go ahead and test and see which one that is. Okay, everything looks good. This is the second line. We went ahead and checked and did all these here. Wire is hooked up. I have a bottle of soapy water just on in case I need to check it. But we'll go ahead and put the juice to it. On that, let's go ahead and open these up. This is line A. There, right there. I'm going to take this. And open it all the way up. Take this, get her cracked. And as you can hear it. Okay, now as you can see, this is a 3-head unit. I'm only going to use 2 heads. Okay, on a single head unit, all you're going to do is you're going to undo these and you're going to screw them out like I showed you. And what happens is then your Freon goes into your system. Okay, now since I have a dual head, or actually a 3-head, but I'm only using 2, is the Freon isn't released from here, but it's released from the main one up here. is you take these caps off and screw that out, and you're releasing the Freon. That's how you get this to charge these lines. Now, as you can see how the wiring goes, you're going to match exactly what is inside the indoor units to go onto your 1, 2, and 3. So make sure that you have it exactly 1, 2, and 3, the same colors to the same post. That's all you have to do. You don't have to worry about, you know, which color goes to what. Just make sure it matches the inside. Okay, as you can see here, look at the grounds. They do have a specific place to put those grounds. Do that, okay? The main power coming in, you see it goes into the unit's ground. That's what that grounds off of. So be sure to do that exactly that way. It's really hot out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and we'll finish this up. I'll show you what the temperatures are inside. Okay, it's going now, and I'm going to show you the temperature of it, and I think you're going to be surprised. I don't know if you can even hear it. Yeah, it's really quiet inside. But I'm also going to show you what I paid in electric from one month to the next, from the month we didn't have this to the next month after. You're not going to believe it.